Okay. Oh, you actually hold stuff under your desk, don't you? I was like, every time I look at you, your head's on your desk. He's on his phone. He's on his phone. No, I'm not. I'm on my iPod. Oh, okay. He's on his electronic device. All right. See ya. Spencer, you're missing quite a bit here. Yeah. Okay, so what do I have? Anything to do on this? Because I had to leave last Thursday to go to my rice bill. How far are you in your outline?
Not very.
Okay. That's what we worked on, right? Outline?
Yep.
Okay. Where's your research? You're supposed to turn that in to me on Thursday. You're going to need it today because we're working on our outline stuff, but you better turn that in to me at the end of the period because right now you have 0. We gotta get rid of that. 11:07. No. We cannot have 0. Are you scooting over? Just want you to be able to see. Chris, you're missing your works cited, which I'm not taking any more, but you will need it for that paper. Okay? So you're gonna need to do it by paper. Same with your stuff. This guy was eating popcorn.
She still is. Do you mean like?
She is outside right now.
Do you mean like papers with the box?
No, your works cited is your source engine information.
See, you can't get out the people.
Remember that?
Okay.
I love it. Okay, all we did was work on outline stuff, talk about that, and I'm switching you. Next start. Sarah's switching with Tucker.
Hey, alright.
It smells like you two are solid no matter where you sit.
You got a 5 or a 5C or whatever.
I think that's what yeah, let's switch your stuff over. So yours is on his desk. Jordan, up here.
What? No. No. I'm leaving.
What do you mean? I don't care about her. Come on in, take a seat. You got 1 minute. Is there a popcorn crush? She's a seat again. Sorry. What?
The world's biggest.
Easy.
That's it, do it. Alright.
Hey, Rosie. Let's go. Alright. Let's start up. So I want you all to turn around for a second and notice something that is sitting on that bookshelf.
An iPad.
It's my iPad. I'm recording this class today.
Oh, sweet.
Because I'm in college and I still have homework, and this is part of my homework, is to record your class. So, just know that along with my written behavior log, I have a video documentation of your entire class today. So, anyway, just be good as you normally are. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So, we have a different opener today because we are done with our stories. But before we move on to our other opener, I am missing a story. I did not put, which means I didn't put a grade in for these people. EJ, Tyler, Austin, Donovan, and Grace. Okay, so whether you read your story or not, I didn't have it to put it in the computer. So, let's let me go, okay? So it's a story with a rubric on it, just check your folder and see if it's in there, okay? Because I'm missing your story. Right, and I know that you guys did read it, or at least most of you did. So, but you didn't read, did you? Okay, I need. Thank you.
This is Charlie, this is
I have one of my stories, but the other one I couldn't.
Okay,
Oh.
did you read it?
Charlie.
Do you have a grade on that?
No, not this, I didn't read the story.
Okay. Anybody else? So just Ted, your names.
Take mine.
Alright, pass up. Did you read yours? You did, right? Okay. Okay, the rest of you guys, take out a sheet of paper and I will tell you what to do with it. Where are you late?
Jordan, that is an unacceptable excuse and you do not talk like that. Jordan, no, you cannot. Enough.
You need a piece of paper.
I found it, and it has a grade on it.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, everybody got a piece of paper? Yes. So I want you to write down exactly what I say, okay? What am I waiting for?
Here,
Thank you.
Sarah. Sorry, it's not great, but.
Okay, write down this sentence. A lot of people like cats.
Like what?
Cats. If you sort one more time, so do that. A lot of people like cats because they're cute, furry, and funny. Just getting really creative with my example sentences this morning. A lot of people like cats because they're cute, furry, and funny. A lot of people like cats because they're cute, furry, and funny. You got it? Good. Okay. Do I have a volunteer to come up and fix something? Aaron? I'll give you the color. Just one error that you see. You can cross it off, you can add it in, anything you gotta do. Next one. Allison. Good. Grace. Good. Sarah. Who's got my next one? Sydney, you're up next. Thank you, ma'am.
What?
She erased the comma after the word because. Thank you. Anyone else? At least one. Go. Let me see what you got. Okay, that's okay. All right.
Is there something that you?
Yeah,
Alright, a lot. There's 2 words.
I wrote it as one word.
Okay, so what else? How do I add a space?
Just write it underneath. Okay.
I'll write it over there.
Okay. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, please make the corrections on your own paper. I want to talk about 3 things that I've seen a lot in your writing, okay? We're going to be talking about commas in the upcoming grammar. We've talked about capitalization, punctuation, dealing with periods, exclamation points, and question marks, right? And I'm guessing that most of you feel the least confident when it comes to commas. Is that right? Do you feel like, how many of you feel like you have a really good understanding of commas and where they go? Okay. That is a pretty good number of people. But also, you're a pre-AP class, so I kind of expect that from you. So let's take a look at this stuff. Because even if you have commas down, for the most part, or at least you think you do, there are a couple other issues here that I see a whole lot. So, the first one, a lot. A lot is 2 words. Everybody? So, when you're reading over your research paper, your introduction, your outline, this is something I see a lot of. Okay? Haha, so funny. Now, one way that you can remember this, let's see, I need one word. Let's get rid of introductions. Isn't that exciting when I erase the introduction stuff off the board? You don't have to worry about it anymore? So hopefully you're done with that. Okay. A lot is actually a form of measurement, right? It's a unit of measurement. If we said a foot or a bunch, we wouldn't make that one word, right? You wouldn't write it this way. A bunch. Definitely 2 words, right? What's the difference between writing a bunch and a lot? There's nothing, really? I mean, there's really nothing. So a lot is a unit of measurement. That should help you remember that it's 2 words. Because if you're talking about anything, unit of remember, that's really good. Okay, unit of measurement. Have you ever tried to write something and talk at the same time and then you end up writing the wrong thing? It's a unit of measurement. We don't know how much it is exactly. Sometimes we do. You can buy a lot of land, right? If you have a lot of land, that's an allotted amount of land that you bought. But a lot could be anything, what? From 4 to 5 billion. We don't know. We don't know what the number is, but either way, it is a unit of measurement, and you are saying that you have 1 unit of measurement of whatever you're talking about. A lot of cats. My great aunt has a lot of cats. She has like 40 cats. Okay? Yeah, she's like a real cat lady. And she has a lot of them. We don't know really what that means. You could say you had 10 cats and that would be a lot of cats, right? But the point is, that is the unit of measurement, and we're saying that she has 1 unit of measurement of cats. Does that help a little bit? No, I'm not getting any response here. Yeah. Raise your hand if it helps. If you've struggled with that before, okay? And I know a lot of you guys have. So that is the first thing I want you to write on that piece of paper. Make a number 1. Oh. Then we're going to talk about 3 things here before lunch. And that'll be our little grammar punctuation stuff for the day. Number 1, I just want you to write a lot. Write it big so you know, okay? Because I don't want to see it anymore, not with you guys. Okay, the second thing we're dealing with. Let's talk about what Sarah erased here. Now, like I said, we're going to be talking about commas later. We're not starting with that today. We're probably going to be starting with that on Thursday. In fact, we're definitely starting with it on Thursday. But I want you to recognize right off the bat that this is never okay. Okay? Because is not followed by a comma. So, for number 2, write the word because, comma, and then we're going to do this. No. Just because, and we're not going to talk about the reasoning right now as to like where things go and everything, but commas do not go there. This is just an incorrect use of commas, and I just am mentioning it now because I see it all the time. So we're going to make it part of our list. And we'll talk more about it on Thursday. Okay? And our third thing here is, well, we do know this as well. This was very easy for you guys, right? We know that we put commas in between things in lists, items in lists. Some people put one here, some people don't. That's okay. I always do. It's called the Oxford comma. You don't need to know that, but that's an optional comma, but we always know that we put commas between items and lists. So we've got that down. We're not going to add that to our list because you guys seem to get it. The third thing here is the word there. Now, I didn't really expect to have a lot of issues with this, but the words there and the word to seems to be causing a lot of issues with your introductions. So we know that there are 3 types of theirs, right? What's the first one? T-H-E-R-E. Second one? T-H-E-I-R. And the third one? Thank you. Sorry, Allison, didn't see your hand. E-Y apostrophe R-E. When do we use this first one? T-H-E-R-E. Allison? Okay, a direction. There's a lot of times that we use this, right? When we're talking about there are 40 cats. Something like that. But we can say, for our purposes, it's a direction. This second one, when do we use this? Chris?
To show possession.
Very good. To show possession. Those are their cats. And the third one, Grace? Yes, yes. Contraction, meaning, and I want you guys to be writing this down. Even if you don't struggle with this, we're probably going to use it a little bit later if we see each other's writing. These are the things I want you to be looking for. Meaning, they are. A lot of times, you guys do know this. Clearly you know the difference. It just might be overlooking it. It just might be laziness in going back and rereading your own work to make sure that you've used the right one. But I just want you to have this in your folder to refer back to. And we're not spending a whole lot of time on it because, again, you guys seem like you have this pretty much down. It's just a little bit of a reminder. And let's talk about to and to, because that's a big one too. So there's, again, 3 different kinds of twos. What's one? Okay, I've heard different ones. Allison, have your hand up. T-O-O. Can you guys see okay? Probably not, right? Okay. T-O-O. Grace. T-O. And my last one. Let's get somebody else. Robbie. T-W-O. Start from the bottom up. This one is clearly a what? It's a number. We know that. That's not the one that we have issues with. This top one here. Yes? It means